Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Complete to Addison on the out route.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Go. Back to throw here. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The Vikings at 2-0. The season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Shoves him away. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
60 Vikings.
They keep it with Henry on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis.
Warrior 70. Hurry, hurry.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
And it's 3rd and 5.
You look at this Packers defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Brings up
Go.
third down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10.
Cougar 19, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, 79 Broncos. Check go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, Love.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On the set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Blaster. 6 Mega. Blue check. Claws red. Blaster 6. White. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for.
3rd down here.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Flush to his right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Set, go.
Following the interception, Love. Now a short one to Gesicki.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
On second down, it's Jones. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Set.
Throwing. Love. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check view. Hey, check mega.
Now Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And now Love going to change things up.
Triple 38. Blue striker. Red, yellow. Green jack. Red.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
I
feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. And now they'll shift things around. On second down, here's Henry. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Let's go.
Here's
now.
3rd down and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Hey,
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Love. He finds his man complete. That's time. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Blue, go. Trail green. Black shot. Smack red. Edo blue. Ready.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready.
To the air again, Love. Completed out left to Downs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Cycle.
Love from the gun. A check down here to Jones. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you.
They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out in the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the...
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
On third down, Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Ready. Ultra. Check right. Smash. Strike. Check, strike. Ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Escaping the pressure right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Let's go. Strike. Strike. Fight. 97. Steal. Check. Steal. Ready.
Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Cross steal.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal.
Switch. Yellow. Check view. Hey, check mega. Ready?
They'll give it to him again. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Now Love. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Well, they had their chances in the 1st half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
19 Lions. Cowboy 80.
Here's 2nd and 8. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Panther 60. Panther.
A 1st down carry for Henry.
And a good run here as he'll run it all the way down to the 40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And the busy night for Henry continues. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Eagles, 60, 19 tight, 19 tight, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Love has been power running, They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run it again with Henry. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Henry again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Derrick Henry, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check, smash.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
77 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Check pink. Yellow, line. Ready.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go, set.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Smash, smash. Strike, check, strike. Set.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Ready.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hut.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2.
Ready.
Love throwing for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
2nd and 4.
That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and he looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice
touchdown, Vikings. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Vikings have retaken the lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. This is 1st and 10. Love. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Love looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Love. And complete once again to Watson.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 4.
Seal, black. Drill, green. Hut, hut.
Love. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
That is caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's 1st and goal.
Black, red. Set.
Now Love. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second down and a yard.
Ready.
Henry up the middle. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this.